This one is going to be a little bit hard for me to do because right now I'm sat with my laptop to send my resignation letter for the company I'm working at, my very first job. And I don't have anything lined up for me yet. It's a scary step for me to take, but it's one that I think that I must. And the risk involved is quite substantial in terms of financial arrangement. As I'm just starting out, I'm not getting paid all that much. And unfortunately, my lifestyle preferences is far above my weight class. And I decided to do that intentionally because I knew that I had backing from home, which, you know, is such a big blessing, knowing that a large chunk of your things can be taken care of without you having to worry too much about it. But without this job, I lose that thing that made me able to stay here because right now my spending is double what I'm getting, and the other half was given to me by my parents. And you're just achieving break even. Well, you're not even achieving break even, but you're not saving anything. So I don't have anything in my savings. It's such a stupid decision from the eyes of other people, but I think I know the potential in myself, and I know that I have to take that leap. Shit, I'm really cracking up because this is something that I keep telling myself, like, dude, listen, you need to get over this fear. You need to take that leap of faith. But until the very last moment, you are just kept very unsure of what's next, if that'll happen, or if something else might happen. It's just a perpetual state of what if without knowing what if. And I think I'm sick and tired of being in that stage for what seems like eternity right now. And I know that to break out of it, I must fully commit to breaking out of it so that I can fully commit to something else. With that out of the way, let's write this email. Oh my god, this is excruciating.
2 hours later.
This is perfect. This is what I need to send. Okay. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it. I am gonna send it. Three, two, one. I wanted to be really committed to whatever I'm doing. And with whatever I am doing, I needed to make sure that it was with a full heart. Create content with a full heart. Share your life with a full heart. I can't wait to start this journey because this journey is all about me. I'm prioritizing me. I'm not prioritizing anything else. I'm just really grateful for this moment. Like, to a lot of people, this is me being dramatic, but for me, my life just changed. What I knew to be life for the past 9 months just changed. And that change brings forth a new excitement because there's new challenges associated with that change. And I am so lucky to be able to experience this change when I want to experience it. Not a lot of people have this kind of privilege, man. If you do, I'm speaking to you. You better change. And I'm not saying that just to escape from whatever already is your problem. I'm saying that to elevate your life to potentials you didn't know you had because something is keeping you back that you can change. It's 1 a.m. right now. It's as quiet as it can get on a Saturday night. All my neighbors are sleeping. And I just changed my life. And I get to share this experience with you guys. Something that's just it's so personal. I just recently got introduced to the idea that humans are not logical beings, they are very emotional ones, and that started to click a lot of things in my head, and it started to make me understand why I have been the way that I am, because I'm an emotional person. I take certain emotional decisions, and that's what sometimes you need to do, is just take an emotional decision and then figure out the logic of it later, because that's what your heart really tells you to do. And like, if you can become committed at that, you are unstoppable. There is the practical aspect of making money, but there's also the mindset of winning that makes you that money. So a lot of people just get by with the mindset that they can have the money, and they get the money simply because their mindset is winning. And you might think, what the fuck, how is that possible? But hear me out, my friend. If your mindset is about winning, you will revolve your entire day around winning. That makes you a winner. All I feel I require is something to keep me accountable for that winning. It's the audience that I've been missing to keep me accountable. I stay in Mumbai all by myself. People hear that, and most people go like, "What? How old are you, man?" And I'm like 22, and they're like, "Whoa, that's different." Yeah, it is different. I like doing different things because it's the difference that will make you better. Now, obviously, there are backings to which I can afford to do all of this. That's a different thing altogether. But it's also mindset. If I have the mindset to keep this place clean, I'll do it. But if I have an audience to present this space to, then there's a reason to keep it clean more than just wanting to keep it clean, you know? That accountability factor. Now, I'm not saying there's a pile of garbage right there. There isn't. The house is clean. It's not that I've done it just for this video, but it helps to know that you don't have to make much effort to do one video, because that's just your life. Your life is presentable. If your life is presentable, then you are automatically a winner. Now, that does not mean that you need the fanciest of things. No, like my curtain is unironed, but they're clean curtains. And you might be asking, like, okay, so why don't you iron it? I don't have time to iron that shit. I wish to make time, and I probably can if there is a constant audience to keep me accountable, but there isn't. I make a YouTube video once in 3, 4 months, and then I disappear for a year, and then I come back, and it's not doing anybody good. But the time that I properly took care of my surroundings is when I made a reel every day for 60 days continuously, which was a crazy period in my life. That was a genuinely crazy period in my life, man. So much happened in 60 days. None of those days were the same days. And I tried my best to keep myself presentable, although it was not always the case. But then that pressure to keep things presentable caught up on me, and then I burnt out. Why? Because my lifestyle wasn't very presentable. It was just me patching things up to make it presentable for the camera, you know? And that shit really tires you, faking a lifestyle. So instead, I took a break, and I have been taking a break for the past. Well, I did come back on Instagram for a little while, but I did take a. Excluding that, it was more of like a 1.5 year break. Why? Because I wanted to make my lifestyle, and I wanted to actively put in the effort to make it such that I'm not spent fixing. I'm not spending time fixing my lifestyle for the audience. This is the way that I choose to live on a day to day basis. And I feel like I've achieved that now, and I feel like it's time to share that now. I've put in a lot of deep internal work behind this to make this a vision for myself, and I have done a very good job, in my opinion, with a lot of humility. I recognize that I could have done a better job if I didn't do certain things or indulge in certain vices. But that was all part of the process. And now I'm truly beginning to understand what it takes to build that perfect man. And just having that clarity, to have the mindset to win, is all you require, my friend, to win in life. Just blur out everything. They are just noise. Everything that isn't helping you tomorrow is just noise. Ignore the noise and just listen to what actually is music. All in all, this is just a way of me saying that you will find my videos on Instagram now, because I'm coming back on Instagram. And more likelier than not, a lot of my Instagram followers will come to YouTube. And if you're one of them and you're watching this video, oh my God, hi. Like, I did not think I would create that much of an impact for you to sit and watch me for 20 minutes straight. That's pretty cool. I appreciate you. Mwah. Instagram has been something that I've avoided for a very long time, because I always felt like I was consuming a lot more than I was creating. But that's the same cycle that I fell into YouTube also. I started consuming more than creating. And all of that is making me think that shit, if I'm coming back on Instagram, like, I've basically substituted Instagram with YouTube. And that's not a good thing, to substitute something with something. So instead, like, come back on Instagram and actually be a creator. Actually start creating on a day-to-day basis. Don't rely on having 15 videos as like a bank for you to start uploading and then focus on making content later. Now you just get obsessed with the idea of like when to post this, that, blah, blah. I don't want to care about all of that. I just want to care about putting as much content out there as possible, and then hope that through that volume it just blows up. As simple as that. Which means that I have to make my life interesting on a day to day basis. I have to make sure that I am putting on a show on a day to day basis. I am faking it till I'm making it, in a way. And then eventually I would have made it, and then I wouldn't have to fake it anymore, because that would become me. All of the good habits that I want to show will become the habits that I inculcate on a day to day basis, whether or no there is a camera in front of me. It's just the best trigger to get you started going, a camera and a following to post that shit too. Now, maybe for you guys, that might be like, oh, fuck, that's kind of like too much, man. Putting your entire life out there, but like, don't you guys put highlights of it anyway? I want my entire life to become a highlight. I want my entire life to become a highlight reel, and I know that a lot of people tell you that that's not possible. But let me tell you, my friend, it is more possible than you are making it seem right now. So that's the game plan. That's the action plan. That's what I want to do, and that's what I will do. Wow, that was heavy. But I think this is a good time to end this. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys took something out of this. I don't know if you guys did. I don't think you should, honestly, because I don't know where my life is going. But I hope to share that with you guys, where this is taking me, and then hopefully impart to you guys like a journey that I took that makes it easier to take your own. So that's about it for me today. Philly Wonka out. Peace, guys.